Meghan revealed the reason for hiding her child for many years, shocking the British public. Many people were simultaneously angry and signed online to demand the title be taken back. That's right, she doesn't deserve it, but I deserve likes, comments, and channel subscriptions, right? Thank you very much. I read an article saying that Hilton feels sad for the Sussexes and their children because of this lonely life. He admitted that Harry and Meghan's family life is difficult. I was nauseous with what Hilton said. Harry and Meghan should just live alone, not go out into society and make everyone miserable. It's funny. No matter how difficult they are still happier than half the population of this earth. Instead of Meghan always criticizing the royal family. I also question why Meghan doesn't allow her children to meet and mingle with her family. If she is proud of her black heritage, why not expose her children to that family? This is really a key point. Additionally, criticizing Britain for not providing enough protection for Harry is not justified, as I believe that is only part of the story. We can't ignore questions about the authenticity of the events Harry and Meghan shared, such as Lilibet's birthday party at Frogmore Cottage. I'm also very skeptical that Archie and Lilibet actually went to England for Jubilee like what is believed to be true. If these children exist, then Harry and Meghan are doing themselves a disservice by separating them from the royal family. If not, then keeping this stage of creation will cause even more harm. Was it not during the security trial that the children did not come to the UK because of the lack of security? That Harry cannot bring them back until British security is restored? Although he could be guaranteed security in the UK if he gives enough notice, the extent depends on any perceived threat. But I realize that's just justifying the lie. Because in reality, no child will be real. I've come up with a reason why I think the kids are fake. Unusual names for two children born in the 21st century. I think I read a few years ago that a dog Meghan owned was named Archie, after the cartoon character. Who names their child after a cartoon character? The name Little Betty is just a slap in the Queen's face. That's right. These two were confused enough to create one of the biggest blemishes in modern history. In my opinion, the way Harry and Meghan stole the late Queen's pet name and Prince George's security name was cruel and despicable. They need to stop their worldwide attention-seeking trip now. This action not only shows disrespect and lack of ethics. The behavior that made me very angry caused a strong reaction from the public, especially from loyal fans of the royal family. According to information from my friend, she is a former employee in Harry and Meghan's building. She said that the whole time she was there, she didn't see any children. They threatened a lot of staff there. She has terrible skin and bald spots from hair extensions, and she's not very clean. She was mentally and physically abusive towards Harry, hitting him very hard in the face. She lost a stone from her wedding ring and did not allow the staff to tell anyone. So scary! But thinking back, there was something right from the beginning. Harry was the only girlfriend invited to Balmoral before getting married. Sophie, Diana, and Catherine never had that honor other than the witch. She did. Why? Harry is a spoiled brat who will throw Stan's grain and beautiful legs in his own way. They have never had any respect for tradition or family. American media doesn't seem to focus on Archie and Lilibet. Why? They care more about Meghan and Harry. The issue of bullying Catherine, while she was battling her illness, is a sensitive subject and is considered an important personal health issue. Meghan is said to be the anonymous leader in bullying Catherine. She runs a team specializing in spreading royal rumors. Journalists need to be more courageous to investigate the truth about Archie and Lilibet. This is a serious matter and the public has a right to know the truth. Don't let false stories spread, losing people's trust and complicating the situation. In this situation, raising the demand for transparency and demanding honesty from Harry and Meghan is necessary. We should not stop asking questions and demanding clear answers on this issue. Harry is seen as still actively suing and saying it is a lie or racist, just like he is suing without much evidence of actual illegal information gathering by journalists. And Meghan has always insisted that racism in the royal family was due to a conversation that may have never happened. Ordinary workers in the media industry cannot hire a lawyer to defend it. For Harry, millions would be fine. He was ready. So that's why the media said nothing. Do you wonder if the children go to London? Many people agreed like me. Little Betty has never had a birthday party, considering her Nigerian heritage. Betty cannot have red hair and blue eyes. If there are children, then they don't belong to Meghan. What is it? They don't even look a bit like their mother. So, are they really Meghan and Harry's children? There is not even birth proof of one of those children. Really strange. In the UK, the law requires everyone on a flight, private or otherwise, to be on the flight roster. And as far as we can understand, they were not on the flight roster. They flew into Farnborough Airport, and from what we could understand from someone who worked there, the children were not on the arrival or departure list. Ask yourself the question of why there are no photos of the late Queen or the current King. Also, why hasn't anyone investigated these flight listings? After their son, Archie, was born, instead of attending the usual family gathering at Balmoral, they chose to vacation in Nice and stay with Elton John at his villa. At Christmas, instead of participating in the activities at Sandringham, they went to Canada. After that, they announced plans to withdraw from the official activities of the British royal family. You are thinking the same as me, right? The kid is fake! Well, you know that Meghan is a very competitive person, especially with Catherine. If she gives birth, you can bet she'll be posing on the hospital steps. Diana did it, and Meghan would do anything to be compared to Diana. William and Catherine had such beautiful children that everyone loved them. If Meghan had children again, she would have them surpass the Welsh children and make herself look like a better mother than Catherine. But that is not possible. I just find it funny that Meghan would rather take her dog to the farmer's market, which has signs saying no animals, but not take her kids to experience the farmer's market. Quite a few people shouted that I could control this dog in public, but I can't control my child. That's really ridiculous. Ms. Meghan, I hope you wake up and live like a human being. When Harry and Meghan mention their children, they do so without any emotion. Most people naturally smile when talking about children, or roll their eyes if it's an unpleasant time. They reveal some kind of emotion. Those two people just made general statements. I believe Meghan only mentioned losing her kids in Nigeria because people online commented that it was Mother's Day and the kids weren't there. Considering the fact that Harry and his wife are known liars on every level, the fact that they have never been seen with their children, the families have also never been seen with the children and the hidden mystery of their birth certificate and baptism has always been a troubling chapter in the story of these two. Nothing adds up. Nothing fits. Do you know how many times King Charles invited those two to come to Balmoral for the summer holidays and bring the children, but they always refused? They are always given the opportunity to meet and bond with their families, but then turn them down and complain about how those children missed out on the opportunity to meet their cousins. I know that Doria is now the kids' official nanny, babysitter, and is on the payroll, which is ridiculous. Does she watch over the heir? Regarding Meghan's fake pregnancy, I believe it is real and the reason why the birth date is ambiguous. Meghan refused the royal doctors and the hospital, so the baby was not introduced to the world on the hospital steps. The reason there are no proper photos to this day. Also, when Harry said that babies grow a lot in 2 weeks, but Archie was only 2 days old, he mixed up his lie. Okay, I always want to assure everyone that there are no children. If you think like me, please comment your opinion below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye and see you again.